Hey guys, it's Julia and welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I'm going to be doing another book haul. Basically a lot of these were either gifted to me or I received money for my birthday so then I bought these, or I just bought them for myself because why the hell not? It was my birthday in September, so that's what I did. Anyways, I'm super appreciative and thankful for all of these because like there's another book haul from this month too. Anyways, let's get into it. I'm not gonna be talking too much about descriptions in that because we'll be here all day, but I hope you guys enjoy the video and let me know your thoughts on any of the books down below. But let's get into it. The book I have here is The Tommyknockers by Stephen King. I don't know much about this one, but it was on that 2 for $15 deal, so I thought I'll grab it and see how it is, you know. Next up here I have We All Looked Up by Tommy Wallish, I hope. Books and Lala always talks about this, and it's supposed to be like, it's supposed to be really good, and it's like about a meteor that's like coming to Earth, and it's about them and dealing with, you know, that they're gonna die kind of thing, is I believe what it's about, so I'm really looking forward to this one. It seems like it's gonna be a really good book. Next up here I have On the Fence by Kasie West. I wanted to get this because I really like Kasie West's books. They're really light and fluffy and they're kind of like a good breakup between a bunch of other dense reads. So I got this because I saw it and I was like, I need more Kasie West. So next here I had The Lives of Locke Lamora by Scott Lynch, and I bought this because one, it was $5, and also because basically George R.R. Martin blurbed this and it's supposed to be like a really good fantasy. It has like an amazing average and it's like the book 1 of the Gentleman Bastard sequence, and I feel like I've heard really good things about it, and they're like a band of thieves and their like thing is the Gentleman Bastards, so that just sounds really sick and up my alley, so I'm gonna check it. Next up here I have The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime by Mark Haddon, and this I found at the thrift store and I feel like I've heard of it, and then afterwards I looked on Goodreads again and it has like 500,000 ratings and I was like, what? And apparently people really like it, and it's about this guy who like understands animals more than people, and I'm like, me. So next up here I have The Opposite of Loneliness by Marina Keegan, and basically I also saw this book in the sales section and I really wanted to get it because apparently that she's like a really talented writer and she wrote a bunch of essays and then she passed away, so her essays ended up being published into this book, and I thought that was really sad, and I've heard good things about this, so I wanted to check it out. The Light Between Oceans by Ml Stedman, and this was also like the 2 for $15. This was like the 2 out of the you know, this was like 2 out of 2 from the other book. I got this one because the movie trailer, I've only seen bits of it, but it looks so amazing, so I really want to read the book, and I don't know too much about it, but I just got it and I really want to read it. Like, I really want to read it. Gives me those Nicholas Sparks vibes, but I could be very wrong about that, so don't quote me. Up here I have The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins, and thank you so much to my friend Ash for sending this to me for my birthday. I really appreciate it. She told me she was sending me one of her favorite thrillers, and I did actually read part of this book at one point, and I actually unhauled it a while ago, but it's fine because this is the UK edition anyways, and I was gonna give it a second chance anyhow because I wasn't reading it at the right time, and like I didn't even get that far into it before, but I'm so excited to read it this time, so thank you so much, Ash, for sending this to me. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. Next up here I have Challenger Deep by Neil Schusterman, and all I know is that this is a book about mental illness, and I'm like, this is like a really popular one, so I'm really looking forward to reading what it's about. A captivating and powerful novel that lingers long beyond the last page. Challenger Deep is a heartfelt tour de force by one of today's most admirable written writers for teens. Sounds pretty cool. Next I have some children's classics, and you'll see more of these as we kind of go through, but I have Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie. This is my 3rd copy. I really do want to reread it. The first time I read it I only gave it like 3.5 stars, but like the story has stuck with me since, so I kind of want to reread it, and I've bought so many copies and I just love the story in general, but I do want to reread it. I actually did start reading like the first couple pages and like the intro and stuff, and I started highlighting it, but I want to do like a full reread and like tab it and highlighted it and do all the super fun stuff. So next up here I have Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson, and I'm really excited for this one too because I don't know, I just wanted to read it. I feel like I've heard good things. It sounds kind of cool, and I don't know. I don't know too much about it, to be honest, but I think it will be interesting, and I do want to explore children's classics a bit more, so yeah. Next up here, I have Sold by Patricia McCormick, and this is about a young girl who's sold into sex slavery, and that's all I really know, but it sounds really sad and hard-hitting, so I want to read it soon. Next up here, I have Hamlet by William Shakespeare, and I got this because my friend Ash, who I mentioned earlier, and I are going to be buddy reading this in October, so I picked up my copy. Here I have Iced by Karen Marie Monning, and this book is the 6th book in the Fever series, and if you don't know, I read books 1 through 5 a while ago. I have a whole like series review of 1 through 5. I'll link that up on the screen somewhere, but I really enjoy this series. It was like one of my favorites of last year, the series. It was like in my top 16, 15, whatever I did. I'm reading the 6th book, and I'm about like 200-ish pages in. Yeah, about 200 pages in. Probably a bit more though, because I haven't updated this yet, because I'm reading it on my phone and on here. So at school I read it on my phone, and then I get home and I go to the chapter that I was at on my phone, and then I start reading from here. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's really good so far. This thing needs to stop. Yeah, I'm really excited. Hopefully I'll finish it before the end of the month. I think I will, but we'll see. Next up here, I have Mrs. Dalloway by Virginia Woolf, and I'm looking forward to this one because it's, 1, it's a classic, and 2, I need to read more classics. Gosh. The lives of a woman preparing for a party and a young man suffering from shell shock converge on one June day in 1920s London. And see, I'm taking a history course right now, and I absolutely love that course because, like, I haven't learned about the World Wars, so like, of course I didn't know anything about the World Wars, like not really much, other than things that I've gotten from like historical fiction novels, but this takes place in 1920, so it's, you know, in it takes place during World War I, and the guy has shell shock, which, you know, we're learning about that, so it just sounded really intriguing to me, and I do want to read Virginia Woolf anyhow, so I'm really wanting to see this. It's really intriguing to me, so yeah. A lot of you guys will be happy with this one because a lot of I got a lot of viewers that read King, so hey. The Drawing of Three by Stephen King. This is the 2nd book in the Dark Tower series. I'm finally continuing with this series, so hopefully I can pick this up in the next couple months, I think, but I've been really interested to continue, and yes. I have Human Remains by Elizabeth Haynes, and basically, you guys know I really liked Into the Darkest Corners, the other book that she wrote. I thought it was really hard-hitting and sad, and Human Remains, like, on the back is just like a chilling thriller to all the lovely people whose individual voices haunt its pages. Human Remains shows how vulnerable we are when we live alone, and how easily ordinary lives can fall apart when no one is watching. Cool. I'll read it. Plus, like, you know, Halloween creepy time coming up. Next up here, I have If I Fall, If I Die by Michael Christie, and basically, I don't know too much about this book, but it's about, he lives happily inside, so he's, what's this fancy word called? He's, agoraphobic, and that's all I know. So 2, I'm extremely excited for, and I just got them in the mail today, so I'm so excited. It was part of my birthday present, and like I specifically chose them out because I wanted them. First I got Shylock Is My Name by Howard Jacobson, and this is like The Merchant of Venice, like that is about the character Shylock, and it's a own little fictional story, I guess, about it, and it sounds so good, and I'm so excited. Like, even on the first thing, it shows part of the play. It's like Portia, which is the merchant here, and which is the Jew, Duke. Antonio and old Shylock both stand forth. Portia, is your name Shylock? Shylock is my name. I'm so excited. And then I have another really exciting one, and gotta give a shout out to Holly here because I bought this because of her. Am I Normal Yet by Holly Bourne. I'm so excited to read this. This is written by a British author, and like I could only get it off the book depository because I live in Canada and they don't sell it here. I guess not. But I'm so excited for this. It's about a girl, and it deals with a lot of like relationships. I believe she has obsessive compulsive disorder as well, and it's also about feminism. Sounds like amazing, so I'm so excited for this so much. Yes. Hardcovers. You thought I was done. No. I have Little Women by Louisa May Alcott, and yeah, I'm excited for it. Did you know she also wrote a book called Little Men? I never knew that, and I saw it in the store. I was like, what? But these editions are really pretty. These are the Puffin and Bloom ones, so I want to collect these because they're nice, and I want to read the classics, you know? And I also have A Little Princess by Frances Hodgins Burnett. So excited for this as well. So in that edition, I have Heidi by Joanna Spirey. Probably incorrect, but I'm looking forward to that one as well. So these are like my new Puffin and Bloom editions, and they match my Anne of Green Gables copy, so I'm like, need to read all the classics. I also have The Secret Garden by Frances Hodges Burdett. Didn't I just say that name? Oh! Yeah, okay, they're written, it's the same author wrote these. Okay, this is in a different copy. This is in the, what is this? It's the Penguin Puffin Classics, the hardcover ones, and yeah, this is really pretty. And I do want to read The Secret Garden. I've heard really good things about that one in particular. And I also have The Vegetarian by Han Kang. That's probably pronounced really incorrectly by me, I'm sorry. But this is about someone who's vegetarian, so. And that's all I really know. And I know it's a lot deeper than that, but I'm looking forward to reading it because I am a really strong supporter of veganism. And I know it's not about a vegan, but vegetarianism is like one down, but it's like still very, very good. And we don't need to talk about that on here because that's not what I film. That's not what I come on here to say, but yes, I'm really looking forward to it. Next, I have Burned by Karen Marie Monning. This is the 7th book, so after Iced. This is the next book, and I'm so excited for this, and I got like the big hardcover because it was on sale, and like I believe the 8th book is also in hardcover, and then the 9th book comes out I think later this year, early next year, and that one's gonna be in hardcover too, so I'll have to start buying the hardcovers, but I thought this was so great, and apparently Mac returns in this one, which I'm so excited for because I love her, and I assume this is Jerem on the cover, which I'm thrilled about. Up here I have The Girls by Emma Cline, and I'm so excited for this, like really, really excited. Basically, this is about a cult. That's all I need to know. Like, I'm in. Next up here, I have another Tommy Walsh book, and that is Thanks for the Trouble. I don't know too much about this either, but I've heard the people who have read it rave about it. They love it. They say it's beautiful. Books and Lala loves it. And yes, I really want to read it, and it sounds like I would like it. I don't know. It's heartfelt. I'll probably like it. And last but not least, I have The Girl Who Circumnavigated I have The Girl Who Circumnavigated Fairyland in the Ship of Her Own Making. Basically, Sajid always recommends this book, so I saw it in the sales section, and I was like, I'm gonna trust his recommendation and pick it up. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to reading this when I'm in like a fantasy-ish mood. But oh my god, that title, how do you say that in all your videos, bud? It kills me. Anyways, those were all the books that I have to show you guys, and I'll have all the books listed down below, as well as all the videos that I mentioned linked down below, as well as all the people I mentioned linked down below as well. So make sure you check that out because like I put it there, so you can check it out if you want. And thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate y'all, and see you very soon.